Hello, that's better. Usually the videos go boom in a moment. Hi, in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. Or Take. My political videos are called The Take because I've got take. It's coming. It's coming. The sneeze. Anyway, so how are we? I've seen a little bit of the Nazi rally. Not the Nazi rally. Oh, my mistake. Charlie Kirk's memorial. Who dances joyfully at somebody's memorial? Whoa, is bawling their eyes out. Now, Kirk, she's an interesting one. She, murder, which I don't condone, but also absolutely do not mourn the death of a big ministry. Apparently she's more conservative than Charlie Kirk. She's a CEO. Should you be doing that? Because women are not supposed to be doing anything except for having children, I thought. And she was in Trump's pageants. Seems very, coincidental that she would, end up married to Charlie Kirk, one of his major propagandists. But here we are. So today, what I would like to do, because now I did want to do this because I could see how the winds were changing. But ask any person of color, ask undocumented immigrants. Fascism was already around in America. They were already being treated badly, and now it's affecting more people. So, and again, great, good job boycotting Disney and ABC and so on, because of what happened with Jimmy. You should have already been boycotting them because they've been helping out with the genocide. And same with Amazon. I dropped Amazon ages ago. Using it, I'm one person, but hopefully it's a movement. Anyway, so I thought, it seems like they're going to crack down on a lot of free speech, and turns out they're not so much about free speech. And they've been trying everything they can to get their Epstein files headlines. Thankfully, it's still there. And after the interview that Todd Blanch, who is the Deputy Attorney General, but also was Trump's personal lawyer, after he with Ghislane Maxwell, she got transferred to a spa prison, very, nice and under, just a nicer prison. Yeah, it's still prison, but, and don't get me wrong, I don't think prisons should be hell. I think they should be rehabilitative, absolutely. But that's their system, and it's hypocrisy within their own system. And she was absolutely not a victim of Jeffrey Epstein. She was a partner. She facilitated human trafficking and the sexual abuse and the R-wording of minors. I'll get a little bit more explicit after the 13-minute moment, because if I swear or anything like that, usually the monetization gets turned off. I don't make a lot of money from YouTube. It's fine. But so what we're going to look at, because I think it's a good starting point, is why is Ghislaine Maxwell in jail? You know, if there's no list, there's no clients, theoretically she shouldn't be in jail. But she is, and they're not, you know, most people would have been sus on him if he had have given. Will it be happening? Probably. I think it'll happen if he doesn't die first, and if there's not some sort of revolution. But in the meantime, we're going to have a look at what she was convicted of and her sentencing. I'm going to do a couple of streams about this. This is all about Ghislaine. I think it's Ghislaine. But I like Ghislaine. I think that's appropriate for her. I didn't sneeze. That's amazing. And then I'm going to cover the birthday book. And then what they talked about with, what's it called? With Todd Blanch, so the transcripts of the interview or the audio of the interview. Yeah, if you're here, thanks for being here, and if you can like and subscribe, I would appreciate that. All right, what I'm going to pull up, this is, I think this is her sentencing. Oh no, I do want the deposition transcript. All right. Okay. Oh, what? Presentation. I'll do a share screen. All right. I might just promote this on Instagram. It's supposed to be on Instagram, but I don't quite know how to do it. Sometimes I'll get on my phone and I'll forget that I'm filming a video or whatever. Okay. How cute is it that Julie Joe has this amazing partner? Maybe I'll do it this way. Promoting. Oh, how about I uncover the camera? I kind of need a new phone, right? I don't need a new phone. I'm live on YouTube talking about Ghislaine. How do I spell it? Ghislaine Maxwell. Come on down. Maybe I should put a link there. Hey, PS. That's why I am to be here right now. And that's why I had planned to do a couple of different streams. We did a stream. If you are not familiar with my channel, hello. And I normally cover anti-MLM. Politics is also one of my faves. And I have been doing a short podcast called The Take. And yeah. Okay. Promo on. No, I don't want to. Ooh. Oh, I need to plug in my. Ooh, what just happened? Something. Did I just Let me not forget to plug in my phone. Apologies. Oh, on the screen right now. If the okay, sorry. If I lose sort of like if I have an issue with connection, I apologize. It will happen occasionally. Hang on. So, I think most people know who Ghislane Maxwell is. I can't imagine how it would be like living life in such luxury. And then getting arrested and then having to, I don't know, be in jail for the rest of your life. Oh, well, she's got 20 years. I'm not sure how much older than me she is. Hang on. I'm just making sure I don't dox myself here. Because my Adobe is connected to my work. Okay, good. Most people know that I'm a teacher. That's a given. But yeah. All right. What did I do? That I'm gonna erase that. I do not need that. I accidentally left a comment on there. All right, let's get this party started. Hot. Let's get it started. I wonder why I can't add a PDF. That is weird. Exhibit 6. Yes, that's what I want. All right. Let me see. I don't know if I want that. I just need to move a little bit. Okay, so this is the, I think this is the civil case, not the criminal case. And it's a deposition And the plaintiff is Virginia L. Giuffre, who unfortunately took her life this year. Just a powerhouse baddie, like such an amazing woman to come forward. I mean, this is a woman who had to speak out against Prince Andrew. And yeah, she is a powerhouse, an amazing, amazing person. And it is a tragedy how these people fucked her life up. And I hope that there is peace for her in death. And that's only going to happen when all this shit stops getting talked about. So this is from a videotape deposition taken to subpoena. It was held at the law offices in New York, April 22nd, 2016. So that's just who's in it. The deposition of Ghislaine Maxwell in the matter of Virginia Giuffre versus Ghislaine Maxwell. Court reporter Leslie Fagan will counsel state their appearance and whom they represent, and then court reporter swearing Miss Maxwell. So Sigrid Macaulay and Meredith Schultz are with Boyes, Schiller and Flexner representing Miss Giuffre. Brad Edwards also represents, and Paul Cassell and Jeff Pagliuca and Laura Menninger on behalf of Miss Maxwell. So, has she been deposed before? I have not. Hope this is big enough to see. Let me have a look on the screen. Oh, can I go live to Substack? Let me see. Oh, do I have to? Channels. Let me see if I can go to Substack. Oh, I can. Okay, cool. Display name. Sorry, I will, because I do have a Substack, just in case people want to go to it. I have one article on my Substack, and I uploaded my video to Substack from yesterday, but I definitely am going to be using it more. I think it's my normal one. So the other thing I've been working on at the moment is leadership writing. Or reading, sorry, not writing. I've been writing notes from it. But yeah, leadership reading, because I'm trying to make my career go somewhere. And because I do anti-MLM, everyone's like, ooh, I've got 5 more subscribers. What is my... I think it's just Echo. Display name. Oh no, it's Echo Tish. I think. And I need a stream key over there. Dashboard. That's crazy. I have some more. Sorry everyone. I'll try and I don't know if I can go live because I don't have any subscribers. Oh, many. I've got like 5 now. I've got one article on there. Content. New post. So I am getting there, people, I swear. New video? I don't know if I can go live on this. Oh, I don't think I can go live on it yet. You can stream to using streaming very RTMP. I should work this out, like not while I'm live, maybe. Yeah. Maybe. All right, let me see. I might have to work it out another day. God damn it. All right. Oh, maybe in settings. Let's see. QR code. Oh, live video. Allow live video. Show live video. Style live video. Oh, I can connect my YouTube. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna look at this when I'm not like live already. Okay, I didn't think about Substack being live because I do like my Substack. We're on Twitch. Woo! Hello, Twitch. I'll get my little, robot over there who sends me stuff. All right, so let's go through this. The subject matter of this question is confidential, and I am designating it as confidential. Oh, so the first question that is asked is, when did you first recruit a female to work for Mr. Epstein? And then they have a discussion about who can be in there. Someone has to leave. The record will be short. This is a precise reason why Miss Giuffre wants me in this case, and I am unable to effectively represent her at this time because I am unable to have access to the confidential information, which includes apparently the entire deposition of Miss Maxwell. But for the sake of not further delaying this, I will be outside the room. I would just like to clarify the address. I'm in the process of selling. Oh, she was selling her house. All right. So, Miss Maxwell, when did you first recruit a female to work for Mr. Epstein? Again, I object to Form and foundation of this question. You can answer the question. First of all, can you please clarify? A is her. I don't understand what you mean by female. I don't understand what you mean by recruit. Please be more clear and specific about what you are suggesting. Question, are you female? Is that the sex that you are? I am a female. That's what I'm referring to, a female. And I'm asking you when you the very first time you recruited a female to work for Mr. Epstein. Again, I don't understand what female. I am a 54-year-old woman. Women. Good note-taking, guys. I'm not making it any age of female that you recruited to work for Mr. Epstein. Again, I was somebody who hired a number of people to work for Mr. Epstein, and hiring is one of my functions. And when is the first time, when did you first, did you recruit someone to work for him? A woman. As best as I can recollect, a woman, the age probably of about 40 or 50 was in sometime in 1992. He didn't ask for an age, he just said when. How long did you work for Mr. Epstein? I started working for him at some point in 1992. The nature of my work relationship with him changed over time, so from around 2002, 2003, the work lessened considerably. When did you, and then the lawyer interrupts, can I interject for a moment? If we are talking about background, go Miss Macaulay. She's like, I'm in the middle of a question, let me finish it, and then can you interject? When you say 2002 to 2003, that the work lessened, when did you complete working for Mr. Epstein? When was the last time you were employed by him, the last date? I believe I was still helping him in a very nominal way, maybe an hour to a year at some time in 2008, 2009. So if you're going to be talking about general background, I don't need to designate that as confidential. So if you want to have them come back in, that's fine. I assumed by your first question that you were going to, that's her lawyer. You were going into more sensitive area, I will leave it up to you, but if this is general background, it will not be designated as confidential. I appreciate that. I will jump back into my other question. So we will keep it as confidential. When were you first employed by him in 1992? What were you hired to do? First, I was consulting, and what I did was I helped with decorating houses and hiring staff to help run those houses. Did your duties change over the course of 1992 to 2009? Object to the form and foundation. My job entailed running the home that he had, but much more importantly, most of the houses had construction. And so whilst in 1992 there was no construction project, there was construction projects that began after that time. And I was in charge not only of hiring architects, I was also in charge of all the filings and overseeing that like a general contractor would. I also helped with hiring the architects. Yeah, you said that, Jizzy. Hiring the builders, reviewing the contracts for the builders, coordinating the building projects, coordinating how the projects would lay out, the timing of the projects, and all the various materials that they would require to run a very substantial building project. That's the nature of the job I was dealing with. What are her qualifications? Maxwell. Let me put this on this. It's not really going. Right. So let me do this one. She founded a women's club named Original. She founded a club in Woodwork, and was director of Oxford United Football Club during her father's ownership. She also worked in She spent a large amount of time in the late aboard a yacht. Aboard the yacht, called the Lady Ghislane, and he was apparently in the Mossad. Sorry, he wasn't killed. He disappeared from the yacht mysteriously. After Robert. So basically, she worked at New York Daily News. Maybe she was some sort of boss because he bought it. Like, what would she know about all of that? What would she know about contracts and like, so it's just odd. Just because she's rich doesn't mean that she would know all of that, you know? Unusual. All right. So, how old? Here we go. How old was the youngest female you ever hired to work for Jeffrey? Object to the Foreman Foundation. You can answer. I have not any idea exactly of the youngest adult employee that I hired for Jeffrey. Could put that adult bit in there. When you say adult employee, did you ever hire someone that was under the age of 18? Never. Did you ever invite someone under the age of 18 to Jeffrey's home, any of his homes? Object to the Foreman Foundation. Can you repeat the question? Did you ever invite anybody who was under the age of 18 to Jeffrey's homes? Same objections. I have a number of friends that have children and friends of mine that have kids, and in the invitation of my friends and their kids, I'm sure I may have invited some of my friends' kids to come. To me, because I've read through this already, like, really? You invited your friend's kids over near a man who was a pedophile? Okay. Anybody that is not a friend of yours? Any female under the age of 18, did you invite, them to come to Jeffrey's home? Again, as I said, I'm not aware of inviting anybody other than friends of mine who have children to the house. Did you invite Virginia Giuffre to come to Jeffrey Epstein's home when she was under the age of 18? Virginia Roberts held herself out as a masseuse and invited herself to come and give a massage. Yeah. Yep. Just a 16-year-old who was like, you know what? I'm going to go door to door in New York, even though she was working in Florida, but I'm going to go door to door, Hey, do you need a masseuse? Sure, come on in. That's so unbelievable. Did you invite Virginia Roberts when she was under the age of 18 to come to Jeffrey Epstein's home? Again, Virginia Roberts was a masseuse. I'm not asking whether she was a masseuse. I'm asking you if you invited her to come to Jeffrey Epstein's home. She's not saying no. No, I didn't invite her. Again, there would be no cause to have a conversation with Virginia unless she held herself out to be a masseuse. I'm not asking that question. I'm asking if you invited her to come to Jeffrey Epstein's home when she was under the age of 18. Again, I repeat, she was a masseuse, and in the form, as my job, I was to have people he wanted for various things, including massage. She came as a masseuse. Yeah, so you did invite her. So you invited her to his home to come and give a massage. Is that correct? Objection. Again, I did not invite Virginia Roberts. She came as a masseuse. She who invited her to come as a masseuse. She just showed up at the front door? Yeah, that's it. Miss Roberts held herself out. I'm not asking how she held herself out. See, they definitely have prepared this. Absolutely 100% this is what you are to say when you are asked this. Like, they have prepared this. She held herself out to be. That's a very specific wording and not common. Maybe British. I don't know if I've got any British viewers. Is that something that you would say? Because I know, like, little British isms like, and I'm sat here, I'm sat there, you know, just little things like that. Is that a common saying? She held herself out to be. I'm asking you how she arrived at the home. Did you meet her, invite her to come to the home, or did she arrive there? Miss Roberts held her to be a masseuse house. When did you meet Virginia Virginia Roberts? I don't have a recollection of the first meeting. Do you recall meeting her at Mar-a-Lago? Now, has anyone seen the video quite recently of Trump saying that Jeffrey stole her from